Saturday Night Virus begins now.
This is as disorganized as it comes.
The star of the show, hard-working Mr. Dynamite.
Now, with their own show.
You're jacking it to a guy in a wig.
Now, with their own show.
I thought I kind of sucked.
I get nervous.
It just filled me with a white-hot rage.
It's Than and Sam.
Activate new music browser.
He had a voice that could make a Wolverine purr.
Sam.
I'm a salesman, goddammit. I was born to sell.
And Than.
You're going to get me angry, Sam.
Put your hands up that you shoot with. Put your hands up that you shoot with. Put your hands up that you shoot with.
Now, Than and Sam.
We put this festival on you bastards with a lot of love. We work for 1 year for you pigs. And you want to break our walls down? And you want to destroy it? Well, you go to hell.
Welcome to the Than and Sam Show.
Oh, yeah.
This is our third semi-annual Than and Sam Show.
With the emphasis on semi.
Yes.
'Cause that's what this show has given me already, buddy. A semi.
Semi...
Hard-on.
Nice. I think my mom's listening tonight, too.
I know my mom is listening.
Good. Hopefully she's
I know.
picturing your semi-aroused state.
I know Danny's mom's listening, too.
What's that?
She's pest number 1.
Oh.
It's true. We gotta... No, go ahead, Dan.
I was just saying this is our third installment, and we have a small peanut gallery outside that just gave us some thumbs up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Are they here with you?
No, they're yours.
What?
Yeah. And we have, we brought back the original crew.
Yes, I guess that would be the original crew, sans Bronx Johnny, who's just recovering from a hell of a show that the Ron and Fez crew did last night at the Hard Rock Cafe.
It's fantastic.
But we got Saturday Night Virus producer extraordinaire Danny running the boards.
Hello, everyone.
How's it going,
Good.
Danny?
How you guys doing?
Very well, thank you.
My voice is kind of taking a toll from last night, so...
Did you party a little bit, did you?
Yeah, a little bit.
Nice.
A lot of bit, actually.
Yeah. Danny Shots, as we like to call him.
Tube steaks, Danny
No,
shots.
cooking steaks. Danny cooking steaks.
Tube steaks, I thought it was. He was buying post shots all night. We also... no, go ahead.
Sorry, was that you guys burying the hatchet or something? Or are you just buying...
No, well, he was... I just saw him. He was sitting at a table with a lady friend, and I just thought I'd be a nice man, and you can come over and buy some shots for the guys.
That's why they call you Danny Tube Steaks.
No, they call me Danny Cooking Steaks.
Also back with us, who we'll hear from later on, much later on, is Tony, everybody's favorite XM202 intern.
Yeah.
Who's been stopping by here, this studio, with his ideas and whatnot. I think Tony's ideas as a segment, suggestions from Tony, is officially dead.
We have killed that. People that did not like that bit, rejoice.
Yeah. It was good while it lasted, Tony. You were doing a hell of a job, but it's dead. We also
you peaked early, like a Buddy Holly.
That's what you should consider yourself. Somebody who knows when to walk out of the room with a little dignity left and a smashed picture frame in a bag.
Or die in a plane crash.
Either or.
Yep. And back on the phones.
Everybody's favorite, man.
Everyone's favorite phone screener, Craig.
Yeah.
Who has gone through a lot of... He's done some work on the O&A phones.
Yeah, we put him on the Opie and Anthony show phone lines in order to kind of train him. How do you feel your ability has come so far, Craig?
A lot better from the first show.
Yeah.
I'd say that.
We'll see. A lot of people... Craigie Bra. That's his nickname around the office. A lot of people just referred to him as, cunt. Before.
Yep. Oh, the cunt clock. 5 minutes in.
They said we felt more comfortable. Sounded more comfortable when we were cursing.
Oh, yeah?
I figure let's start this one off with a doozy.
Nice.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's what we got. We got to also, again, thank Laszlo for that show intro.
It's lovely.
I love it.
It's got my voice, it's got your voice, and sound effects and music.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it was made for us.
I think it's somebody else's voice on there, too. It might be Laszlo's.
Yeah. Let me give out the phone number.
Go for it, Dan. I know you love this one.
Yeah. You know what? I'm missing my cheat sheet.
Oh, no. So let's just go with the classic one.
866 Yow 19 Ox. If you want to call the Than and Sam Show, it's our own special phone line.
That's 866 Yow YOW 19 Ox.
That's how you get in touch with us. Yeah, we're back. Deal with it, people.
It's about time.
Yeah.
By popular demand, I want to add too.
Yeah, we're very episodic. If you missed the last.
Yeah, this isn't Than and Sam from February 24th. This is Than and Sam Show 3.
Yes.
We choose to be on infrequently.
Yes. Less frequently than the moon changes.
Plus, I mean, some of the comedians were calling us like, guys, can we please have a show? All right, Patrice, fine, you can have a show.
So you have collectively 100 years in the comedy business between you guys, I guess, possibly.
Yeah. We got Gutso.
Gutso or Gusto?
Gutso. It's when you're also fearless.
Oh, okay. You have a way with words, Sam.
I'm a wordsmith.
Yep.
I was born to write.
Yeah. So what's going on in the world today, Sam?
I can't believe this Britney Spears thing has gotten as much coverage. Well, I mean, I can believe it's gotten as much coverage, but I can't believe what a turn this thing has taken.
How so?
As soon as she started showing those private parts of hers, I realized I could be the dumbest human being alive.
You have to explain that connection.
I pride myself on being right at least 102% of the time.
Okay.
Okay? The day that Britney Spears and Kevin Federline divorce was announced and publicized, the day I said, mark my words, people, to whoever was around, I don't know, mark my words, this will be the biggest comeback in music history. Britney Spears is going to get K-Fed out of her life, and she is just going to come back to what she was. She's going to go back on tour. She's going to clean herself up, because that's all she needs. She needs to get... Because K-Fed was the negative thing in the K-Fed-Britney Spears relationship for a while.
Yeah.
And so I'm thinking to myself, K-Fed's gone. Britney Spears is going to return as the princess of pop. I don't know if any of you out there heard me ever say that. Yeah, definitely. My girlfriend's sitting out there, and she heard me say it over and over again. Jess, you mark my words. It's going down.
So you thought that that K-Fed was holding Britney back?
Honestly, I thought once this negative force is out,
yeah,
she will return to positivity, which is where she was before. Then she started hanging out with Paris Hilton, and I said, that's interesting. Then she started showing her goods on cam. And I said, okay, well, still, maybe this
Still saw a #1 album come in somewhere within the depths of her vagina. You saw a #1 album.
That's not what I
just
thought.
Waiting to emerge.
I figured maybe it's a transitional phase, you know what I'm saying? Like maybe she's doing this, and then she's going to stop and get out of the news, and, you know, she's going to be going on tour and putting out another album. Instead, she shaved her head bald and went into rehab 3 times in a single week.
Way to pick 'em, buddy.
Yeah.
How's your Betamax VCR turning out for you?
Well, this is making me not even want to pick things. Like, I have no interest in picking whether it's Blu-ray or HD DVD anymore.
Well, which one do you think it's going to be?
Blu-ray.
All right.
But now, obviously not. Blu-ray is the superior brand.
Uh-huh.
Superior technology, but I'm assuming everybody's going to stick with HD now. But now that I said everybody's going to stick with HD, who knows where they're going?
Do you have a large stack of laser discs in your home?
I thought those would take off. They look like CDs, only they're huge.
Oh, what an awful technology.
I remember in 5th grade, my teacher showed us what a laser disc was, because for some reason, in the worst public elementary school in my town, of 5, there's 5 public elementary schools, and this was by far the worst, the one where all the non-English speaking students went.
Mm-hmm.
We had a laser disc player in one of my classrooms, and the teacher explained to us that this was going to be the newest technology, and she showed us this massive, you know, record-sized CD that you had to flip over 45 minutes of the way through and let us know, you know, but the picture quality is just fantastic.
They really they did not figure out how to get more information on a CD. They just figured out how to make a CD 3 times as large.
Yeah, there's nothing good about that.
No, we had actually an extensive Laserdisc collection in my family, though.
Did you really?
Yeah, we had a Laserdisc player and a library.
See, that's even like more rare than Betamax. I'll bet you could get money for Laserdisc on eBay.
Well, this one was a peach. The best gift, Laserdisc gift we have in our family was done by my father.
Yeah?
He thought for Christmas, his father-in-law, my grandfather, would enjoy a Laserdisc version of White Men Can't Jump.
They decided to go ahead and put that one out on Laserdisc, huh?
Oh, yeah. It was essential.
The only problem I would have with that is I feel like just as White Men Can't Jump got my emotions sucked in, just at the crux of the story there, I would have to stand up and flip the disc.
Yeah. Well, I also feel like the point you're missing is that my dad got it from my grandfather.
I guess I did miss that.
As something he thought he might enjoy.
Your grandfather of, I'm guessing, 70s, 80s in there, getting White Men Can't Jump.
Yeah, with those Woody Harrelson's crazy antics.
On Laserdisc.
Yeah.
Is he also going to get him a copy of Bringing Down the House on Blu-ray?
Oh, man. Don't ruin it.
Yeah, sorry. Sorry, old Grandpa Nate.
He's since passed. Thanks, Sam, for bringing that up.
Did it get uncomfortable?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, so Britney Spears not looking like she's going to make a comeback, Sam.
I'd like to say I still have faith in her, but the whole shaving her head thing really kind of throws that whole thing off.
Yeah, it wasn't for a role, unless it was for the role of kook.
Maybe it was.
Maybe she's got a Hollywood deal in the works.
That's the move. That chick needs to get a role as a blonde woman in a movie now. Preferably a blonde crazy chick.
Okay.
It's all research. That's all. I'm playing a ex-pop star who married a wreck, shaved her head, and ended up in rehab in a fictional movie.
Sort of like, well, I mean, this can't be true. I'm sorry. I'm going to give this a whirl. The old phones.
Let's go for it, Than.
All right.
Roll those dice, baby.
Let's, Dan from Boston, apparently, is the exception. Let me make sure that's on. And Dan, go ahead, buddy.
What's up, Dan and Sam?
What's up?
You guys are talking about the Laserdisc and stuff. Yeah, man, it is true. I collect old nostalgic stuff like Atari and Laserdisc. And my family goes out to antique places, and they actually pick up Laserdisc. I got a couple of them for Christmas. I got Superman and Star Wars this year.
The original Superman, though, right? Not the new one. They're not still putting stuff
No,
out.
not the new one. The original Superman, Christopher Reeve, yeah.
Wait, so there's a store out there that has both, like, armoires and Laserdiscs?
Yeah, there's places in Boston where you can, like, they sell old vinyl records. They have, like, a section of Laserdisc that you can buy and stuff like that. You know, they're still out there. You can still find them.
Do you have White Man Can't Jump?
No, I don't have that one.
Oh, man,
all right.
That's the one to
we'll get your information. All right, thanks, Dan.
Send him to the Than and Sam prize closet. You have a copy of White Man Can't Jump on Laserdisc, formerly owned by Nathaniel's dead grandfather.
Oh, the worst is we had, I think, Aliens, which is 2.5 hours long. That's a lot of flipping.
How many discs?
I think 6.
What?
I think you had to get up. Well, I think we had a good one that flipped itself.
What?
You know, so it had maybe, a laser on each side of the disc.
See, that would be the normal person who's saying, yeah, a laser on each side. The first thing in my head was thinking of a massively tall machine that physically flipped the disc.
Some sort of Jetsons device.
Yes.
With a large hand.
But still, 3 discs?
Oh, yeah. No, 6. Well, yeah, 6 sides.
6 sides, 3 discs. I had no idea the Laserdisc technology was so shitty.
Well, some people apparently have the same optimism that you do. Skunk Bud in Florida. Go ahead.
Hi, Sam. Hi, Cam.
Hi, yeah.
Yeah. Hey, man, how many times did Ozzy shave his head and always came back for the better? You know, she's
true.
trying to change her image, man. She wants to be a whore Donna. She doesn't want to be the little girl anymore.
Ozzy Ozzy pissed on the Alamo got banned from Texas, and 10 years later, he rocked the joint.
And he shaved his head like 3 times, as far as I could remember, and lost his mind. It made the news and brought attention back to him, and he always came back 110%. She's doing the same thing. She knows what she's doing.
All right, thanks, Skunk Bud.
There you have it, folks. You heard it on the Nathaniel and Sam show. Britney Spears is the next Ozzy. Somehow, I think being the god of heavy metal and being America's sweetheart is sort of different roles to fill, but it's a theory.
I think just obviously, and this isn't a wild theory, but Britney Spears happened to have been very lucky with her timing and etc. You know, I don't think the world needs another Britney Spears album right now.
But there's something about that, even though, yeah, you're right, it is just specific timing and the right producers and the right people, the right amount of money. When you have 2 or 3 hit records, there's something about you, no matter what you do, you always have the option of making another one. Even if, admittedly, you're just sort of a flash-in-the-pan type thing.
Mm-hmm.
There's never been a pop star, I don't think, who gets that. They're always saying, yeah, since I'm an artist,
I got to keep making my art.
I'll be able to make another one. But who knows?
Sean from Michigan, go ahead. You're on the Nathaniel and Sam show.
Hey, how you doing, guys?
Super.
Very well.
Good. You know, when it comes to Britney Spears, and she could shave her head, shave her legs, do something really stupid,
she's out of her mind.
It doesn't matter. There's too many teeny boppers out there that are going to buy the hell out of that next album, good, bad, or otherwise, man. I'm 40, and I don't give a crap about her. But I'm just saying.
Thanks for calling,
it's the history, man, you know?
Yeah.
People are going to buy that no matter what, you know?
Sean, let me a little counterpoint. Mm-hmm. All the teenagers that loved her music are now 20, 25.
But before even Sean has to, all those 20-year-olds are still going to buy those records. Am I wrong out there? Yeah. Well, you're a man, so that doesn't. There's men and women out there who are just going to.
Well, she was so huge, and there are so many teeny boppers who are now 20 that have her albums.
Yeah.
And they just fell in love with her, and they're going to buy it whether it's crap or not. She could put out anything it could be garbage, and they're going to buy it.
All right, thanks. Sean, sorry to cut you off, but
maybe you were right. But
taking a long time to make your point.
Was he?
A little bit.
At the same time,
I forget what we're talking about.
A lot of those moms that would buy the records for their kids,
now they've seen her clam,
they won't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't think she's acceptable as a role model, because she really was before. Acceptable as a role model.
Yeah.
To young girls.
Especially because she did the whole virginity thing and blah,
the
blah, blah.
tight leather suit from that video. Right? Yes, shoot. If more girls...
I want you to trust your own Britney knowledge. You seem to be turning to the peanut gallery after every statement.
I'm just saying. Am I right or am I right?
I guess you're right.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we had 2 hot button topics. Britney Spears
and Laserdiscs.
Keith, the trucker, go ahead, buddy.
Yeah, I just wanted to kick back the Laserdiscs for a minute. I'm about 41, and I got a collection of over 250. I was buying them back in the day before DVDs even existed.
Look at this guy.
You were buying them because... You were buying them because DVDs hadn't existed yet.
Yeah, DVDs didn't exist yet, and VHS was really, they were degrading. You don't really remember the days of $79 VHS tapes when you wanted to buy a movie. Laserdiscs were like $29, and they pretty much lasted forever.
You'd be a fool not to buy them.
What's the crown in your? What's the jewel in your Laserdisc crown, Keith?
I've got 3 that are the jewel in my crown, I guess you'd say. I can't find them on any other format except for VHS, and that's Phantasm 1, 2, and 3.
Those
are my 3 prized possessions.
Those are good.
All right, thanks, Keith.
I got to say, though, any trucker that has 250 Laserdisc DVDs, I wonder why. You'd think a trucker's salary, you could spend wiser things than Laserdiscs.
Especially because you're probably not at home a lot to enjoy them.
His wife's at home watching Laserdiscs with another man. Right in the middle of doing it, she has to flip her husband's Laserdisc.
Oh,
how do you like them apples?
Some guy comes over. Hey, baby. Oh, my God. Phantasm 1 through 3?
We got to put these on.
Oh, Tell your husband he's got another leg on his trucking route.
You'd think he could have just said that they're not available on DVD. They're not available on any other format except VHS and Laserdisc. Phantasm.
I can't believe they haven't made DVDs out of those movies, though.
I don't believe it. I got to check on that.
That's not the one with the silver ball of death. Is that Hellraiser? Or does anybody know? You know
that? Yeah, no. The You're thinking of the ball. That's Phantasm.
Okay.
With that killer.
What the
that
ball
creepy
do?
old man.
I guess.
Yeah, the creepy old man.
Okay.
It was Phantasm.
All right.
He had he had almost Hulk Hogan hair, but a little more on top. No mustache either.
Nice. All right. I think that's enough of the laser discussion.
What else is going on in the news?
Well, I think Virginia. I'm very proud of the state of Virginia.
Why is that?
They've made a huge leap in terms of civil rights. They took time out of their day, out of their legislative day, to, in both of their legislative houses, pass a resolution.
Yes.
Not a law or anything, because I don't know how you would make this a law. But they have officially, as a state, expressed, quote-unquote, profound regret for slavery.
Wait. They've expressed profound regret for...
slavery.
That's the thing where they took all the black people from Africa and made them work for free and changed their name.
Yes. They've officially passed a document entitled, My Bad.
Is this how they introduce reparations, or is this sort of... that's that?
I guess that's just like... sorry. That's it.
Why today?
According to this article, it has something to do with the coming up on the anniversary of the founding of Jamestown, where we started slavery.
And we want everybody to know, in Virginia, slavery was big, which was bad. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Now they're just guilt-free?
Yeah. Now, no reparations. I guess officially the races are equal in Virginia.
Yeah, really. Remember separate but equal too? Yeah. Not a good idea in hindsight. We'll admit it. Go on with your lives.
The measure also expresses regret for the, quote, exploitation of Native Americans.
Now they're grouping those. What does one have to do with the other?
I guess they're just... it's the Whitey Sucks bill.
Yeah, that's confessional for politicians.
Yeah.
They're just listing things that they really did. They were just shitheads.
They're now
when it came to the following things.
Absolved of all guilt.
Yeah. They're trying to... hopefully, maybe they're trying to get their ancestors into heaven. And they're like, Satan has to see, he gets CNN.com like everybody else. Oh, geez, they repented.
Yeah, like the people that maybe didn't start slavery but kind of got grandfathered into it.
Yeah.
Like
the people
they didn't know. They were like, I guess people have slaves. That's what we do.
Technically, they weren't part of slavery, but they certainly were not part of the solution.
Yeah.
They were like, all right, this is it, this is it.
Yeah, so God bless Virginia and they're priding themselves on being the first state to apologize for slavery.
You'd think, and every other state is like, well, we didn't think we had, all right?
I mean, we abolished it.
I'm just getting word actually in right now. CNN is saying Wisconsin has just heard this news, and they're saying, we also apologize.
For slavery.
For slavery.
They didn't have any, did they?
They just want to get in on the bandwagon.
Yeah, because who wants to be the last state that apologizes for slavery?
Yeah.
At this point, it should be a race to everybody's legislative bodies.
They're not saying that they apologize for slavery in their state. They're saying in general, they just feel bad for black people.
Oh, Wisconsin.
Yes, Wisconsin.
Oh, okay.
Just getting that right now off the old AP wire.
The measure or whatever passed unanimously. Because who's going to be the asshole it says?
Oh, fuck that! Those people they got what they had coming. Excuse me for getting a little emotional, but I am not apologizing. Not for that, not here, not today.
Cry me a river.
Jesus!
We apologize for every little thing?
We ended it already. What else do we have to do? What's next?
Yeah, no dissenting opinion, thank God.
I think they should apologize to OJ.
Who?
The media in general.
Oh.
If they're issuing out apologies, states, the media, for saying he's guilty. Everybody said he was guilty. And then he was found not guilty. But they still think he's guilty. If we're apologizing to black people, OJ is number one on my list.
Wow.
Then the slaves.
That's a bold thing to equate the wrongs of the media on OJ versus slavery.
I'm saying. I'm not even equating. I'm saying OJ, here, slavery, number 2.
Wow.
Yeah. Because, think about it. Everywhere you went, I said, I was in 6th or 7th grade, and I said, hey, Mom, do you think OJ is guilty? And she looked at me with her devil white blue eyes and said, he's as guilty as sin. She actually did say he's as guilty as sin. And you know where she got that from?
The media?
The media.
So should your mom apologize?
Nope, because she got it from the media.
Ah.
The media should apologize to OJ before we start doing any of this slave shit.
All right, we are just actually getting this train rolling.
By the way, Phantasm 3 is coming out on DVD on April 10th.
Haha. So that guy...
Take your laser disc and shove it.
That guy's adulterous wife.
Yeah.
Will have another medium on which to watch it.
Good for her.
All right, we'll be right back with the Than and Sam Show.
Call the Than and Sam Show. 866-WOW-1-WOW. That's 866-969-1969. I'm Sam.
Welcome back to the Than and Sam Show.
Oh, yeah. I'm Than, there's Sam.
You fucked that up.
I thought we were doing the switch this time. You said we could take turns.
You talked about that, and I said it was stupid. Over the,
I'm Sam. Still.
I almost just pretended like I just found this, but I could have found it 5 days and 5 weeks and 6 days ago, and it would be completely new to the show.
Yes, it would.
I don't need to be like, oh my God, hot off the presses.
Yeah, I found this about the middle of January, but since we haven't had a show since then, it's new to you.
Yeah. Well, that's exactly what happened here. As we know, Sam, I am a large proponent and enthusiast of the Nintendo Wii system.
Right.
Which is for all people of all ages.
Mainly the elderly and very young.
Well, don't let the ads deceive you.
Danny, I think, was just showing me a picture earlier today of some website. Danny, what was the website?
Oh, man, I think it might have been on Joystick.
Whatever. Joystick.com or something.
And then later we'll get to the bottom of why Danny was on Joystick.com.
Well, yeah, whatever. And it's an old man playing Wii bowling.
It's my new background, by the way, on my PC.
It is the funniest picture.
It's the most hysterical picture I've seen.
But yeah, it's mainly because the Wii is built similarly to those MySpace Flash games.
No.
Where you have to catch the gorilla with the net or whatever you have to do and you get to win an iPod. Except with the Wii, you just lose any sort of dignity you ever had as opposed to gaining an iPod.
No.
I thought that's the way Wii's work.
No, it's actually just a fun entertainment system where you wave the remote around and it makes things happen on screen. Instead of all those pesky buttons.
I don't understand why every time we do a radio show, we end up talking about your stupid gaming system.
Well, because apparently I'm not the only one who enjoys this.
No, again, we talked about this, the very young and elderly.
I found another gentleman, also in my demo, sort of a 18 to 34 gentleman, white male, who shares my passion for Nintendo Wii. And not only does that, but he put it in song, and I was hoping you would take a listen.
This is one that hopefully appeals to your mom, or at least your little brother.
You didn't give me a chance to respond.
We mean, you and me, a family, Nintendo Wii. We mean everybody, a totality, a world of Wii, a world of Wii.
The 4 members.
All right.
We mean you and me, a family, Nintendo Wii.
Stop laughing.
We mean everybody, a totality, a world of Wii, a world of Wii.
Sam, I wanted for one show for Angry Sam not to come out.
Well, why would
But you are taking Primetime and making him furious.
Wow.
That song was awful. Why would you play that on our show? It makes me want to never do radio again to know that was ever on any airwaves, ever.
I think it's something that should be shared with everybody. The guy has a passion. Everybody loves the Wii.
Where'd you find that song?
The internet.
They put that on the internet?
They put a lot of kind of crazy stuff up there.
I had no idea the internet standards were so low.
A friend of mine actually had an idea for a bit for the show.
Yeah? Was that your friend there?
No.
Because if so, I hope he drops dead.
No, that was just my own. That's what I brought. Something real good.
Well then, I hope you get run over by a truck.
Just a question. Just a poll.
Mm-hmm.
That there's no right answer to.
Okay.
And I just want to see where you might lie on this particular issue.
Okay. Is this political?
Not exactly.
Okay.
It's the question is, how many people does it take in a room to officially earn the title Bukkake Party?
Bukkake Party?
Yes. Quick, what's your answer?
3. I mean, I don't know. Yeah. Well, first of all, could you explain to the audience at home, for those who don't know, what is Bukkake, fan?
It's sort of a... I see Danny running into the other room.
Okay. Yeah, maybe there's a party.
Well, Bukkake, I believe, is a Japanese term.
I don't know.
That means... I don't know what it means, but the internet, it's internet slang for a woman receiving the sexual byproduct of many men simultaneously.
All right, so it's basically a woman on her knees and then a bunch of guys in a circle jacking off on her face.
Yeah, well, sure.
Okay.
That's a less delicate way of putting it.
It's got to be 3. A Bukkake, well, is there a difference between regular Bukkake and a Bukkake party?
No, I think otherwise it's just some people... Well, No.
3.
3 people makes it... Is that including the woman?
Yes, a woman and 2 gentlemen is a Bukkake party.
I don't know what kind of lame-ass parties you've ever been to.
I've never been to a Bukkake party.
No, I mean any party. If I show up to a party and there's only 3 people there, I am leaving.
I guess when you throw a party into it, 3 people does make for a lame party. But why? What do you say?
4.
So what, 4 people is not a lame party?
Well, 4 guys and a girl.
Oh, so 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because otherwise I think it's just something that could have accidentally happened.
Shitty Craig, how many do you think?
I don't think Craig knows how to make his
Craig,
voice
how
heard.
many people, just show your fingers, how many people make a Bukkake party?
Wow.
10.
Go ahead, Craig.
10 people at least.
What do you mean at least? Why does it have to be so huge?
Because it has to be just a lot of cum on her face.
Fair enough. Danny? How many people make a Bukkake party? Dan, thanks for bringing this bit.
Sure. I didn't hear you guys. What were your guesses?
I said 3, Than said 5, and Craigie Brah said 10.
I got to agree with Sam on this one.
3,
I
right?
think 3 is a good number. I think 2 is there's not enough cum.
No. 2 men, 1 woman. 3.
That's just a couple people hanging out as far as I'm concerned.
No, not at all. Then you would need 3, I think 3 men, 1 woman. That's Bukkake party.
So you're going 4. Dan.
2 guys, 1 chick. That's just a threesome.
So far we've got 3, 4, 5, and 10.
What's the peanut gallery say?
Yeah.
7.
7, and
I don't know.
I don't know.
This is too juvenile for me. It's our third person.
I see, yes. Well, he's a college student out there.
Well, it's just something to think about.
Wait, my girlfriend just said 7.
Yes. Thanks for coming down.
She's a goer.
Yeah. Otherwise, it's just like kind of fun. It's just like,
just like a bunch of kids hanging out and like whatever.
It's like I had 1 too many beers.
Yeah, it's like, have you ever been to a Bukkake party? Technically.
I mean, there was only 5 guys there.
Yeah. I gotta say 3. I'm still sticking with 3. I know it's a small number, but once you get more than 1 man producing that fluid on your body, you have been Bukkake'd on. Danny, what's the fluid?
Come.
Thanks, Danny.
All right. Let's go to Doug from somewhere. Doug, go ahead. You're on the Nathaniel and Sam show.
Hey, Sam. What's up, Big Dick?
How you doing, Doug?
Nah, this is Starks.
What's up, buddy?
Not much. Just tuned in. Get a couple lines.
Oh, yeah?
Here.
That's a bad idea.
Yeah. Cover the rest there.
You know what it is, man, because now I'm fucking over here just jacking off instead of out there having fun.
And you're just sitting there jacking off listening to the Than and Sam show?
No, I got a movie on.
You're not even listening?
Is it?
Hey, dude.
I think it's one of those things. Hold on, Doug. Or Starks, or... I don't know. Maybe it's just one of those things where he's trying to sync our show with scenes from the movie, like the old Pink Floyd Wizard of Oz thing.
If you do that with the Laserdisc version of White Men Can't Jump, it'll blow your friggin' mind.
I like you guys, man.
Oh,
Thank
thanks
you very much, Doug.
Sam was just asking me, how many people do you think it takes to have, qualify as a bukkake party?
Well, if you save a couple of loads, it'll only take a couple of years, but I don't like to participate. That's just kind of gay.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Oh, yeah. It's just a question. Thanks, Doug. You keep...
No. Hey, real quick. What would be your dream team, like your fantasy, like disc jockeys? Mine would be Ron Bennington and Anthony.
I guess mine would probably be if you put Than, and then you got primetime Sam Roberts, and you put them in front of a couple of mics.
That's pretty much
my dream team.
Yeah. You ever, it's like the 96 U.S. Olympic team.
Yeah.
It's pretty much.
It's like unstoppable.
Yeah.
They should make a movie about us called Dream. Is that what that hockey movie was called?
No, Miracle.
Miracle.
Yes.
That's what we are, a miracle.
Well, all right. Kirby from Oklahoma. Go ahead, buddy.
With this one, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, I think you got to have at least 9 guys, because otherwise it's just like, multiple facials. I think to qualify as bukkake, they have to be taking turns. There's got to be girls fluffing up the guys, getting them ready, all for the money shot.
So this has got to be a big budget type of event.
There's got to be
it's got to be orchestrated.
There's like a critical mass of guys you need before you can achieve the party. All right, thanks, Kirby. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Maybe you guys are selling me a little. That whole multiple facial thing is something I never considered into this equation.
Okay.
Maybe it is. Maybe that's what it was I was thinking of. He's going with old Craigie Bra over there who said 10 total. So 9 guys and 1 chick would be 10 total. Tony, what do you think makes a bukkake party?
Get on mic, buddy.
4.
4 total?
4 dudes.
5 total.
Yeah, 5 total.
I got you.
Tony, I agree on something. That's nice.
Yeah.
It's enough load.
Thank you, Tony.
4 is enough.
Thank you,
No,
Tony.
I want him to elaborate.
Yeah. Not really, Tony. I saw him reaching for the mic after you said that. What?
I wanted to hear more of what he had to say.
No, don't.
I eat asshole.
Oh, okay. That's what he had to say.
What did he say?
I eat asshole.
Thanks, Tony. Thanks for contributing.
I mean, that's a whole nother kind of party. But
it's harder to do those things without a replay, huh?
What? Where I have to say, what was that again? Let me think what that was that he said.
Just stretch as you put that CD in.
I eat asshole.
Okay, and oh God, I'd love to hear that again.
Yeah, turn the track back.
As you can hear my voice back off from the mic as I reach for the knob.
Mm-hmm. I eat asshole.
It's that simple.
There you go, Tony. You're a star, buddy.
Well, on a very slightly related topic, sadly.
Oh. Wait, what could be related to a bukkake party? At all.
I recently crossed paths with somebody that was a friend of mine in high school, female friend.
Mm-hmm.
And I remembered that she might be responsible for the worst hookup of my life.
That's quite a mark to have.
Yes.
I mean, Than, you have hooked up with a lot of chicks.
Not that many.
In college, your nickname was Ladies Love Cool Than.
That's what they'd call me.
They'd call your AIM name was LL Cool Than.
Back then. I thought it was a little silly. I got rid of it, but
now you're just Heartbreak Kid Than Bryan.
Yeah. Please don't. But yeah, so you tell me about. I'll describe it to you and just give me your feedback.
Okay.
First of all, the night.
Get it?
Yeah, I get it, Sam. That was a good joke.
It's feedback.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Feedback. It's a play on words. Thanks.
Give me your feedback.
This is one that hopefully appeals to your mom, or at least your little brother.
Every time you make a stupid joke, you get this.
You and me, a family, Nintendo Wii. We mean everybody, a a totality.
No more puns.
A world of we.
I can't promise to think about the puns, but this song is driving me nuts.
You
All right, I'll figure it out.
Thank you. You can't do that to me. It puts me in a place where I don't want to be.
I rule with an iron fist. I got the buttons. I'm sorry, Sam.
Tell me about your bad hookup so we can focus.
All right, so the night pretty much starts with me hitting on this girl's best friend.
Okay. Wait. And this girl is anyone at the time?
What do you mean?
Like, have you already hooked up with her and now you're...
No.
Okay.
She's just somebody who sat next to me in French class back in the day. Yeah. And, ooh.
What's that?
Too much information. And so, so I spend the entire night hitting on her friend and drinking.
Heavily.
Yes.
Yes.
And then her friend doesn't have any interest in me. Goes home.
That's hard to believe, but go ahead. I guess you're telling fiction.
I guess you've never hung out with me drunk, because I am magical. And her friend, my friend, has zero problem with me just just beating the buzzer, turning my attention to her. With maybe 3 seconds left on the clock. I'm like,
you just alley-oop it.
I just throw a Hail Mary from the other end of the court.
Here it comes!
Booyah! So I work my magic with her, and we end up going back to her place.
Look at that.
Somehow.
Boom! Shakalaka!
Nice, you should be on SportsCenter.
NBA Jam, baby.
And with Marv Albert. And so we proceed to, start hooking up. At which point, I would love for my mom to turn off the radio if she's listening. I am treated to my very first, I believe the move is called the wood chipper.
Okay. I'm not familiar with the term.
It's when women fail to open their mouth wide enough.
Okay, when doing
during
what?
Oral sex.
Oh. So where does the chipping come into play?
The teeth on the penis.
Wow.
Yeah. Is that explicit enough for you?
Very bad sounding.
Yeah. Painful.
So you received a wood chipper.
Yes. I don't know if that's an official term. That's what I'm running with, though.
And the wood chipper made for your worst hookup ever.
No, that's just the beginning.
What?
Yes. So I abort that.
As you should. Yeah. Did you have to give her the old tap on the shoulder? It's okay.
Condescending pat. Why don't we throw in the towel for tonight's activities?
I gotta walk around with just a white towel that I can just throw down her way when I'm done.
Yeah.
That's it. The champ is out of here.
You can't pretend that thing's going well.
No, not when it's causing physical pain.
No, which is the opposite of pleasure. So we're both nude.
As cases tend to be.
Well, it's not. It's an important detail because, Sam, you don't necessarily need to be fully nude to be filleted.
Well, I'm glad you announced that to the world.
Well, it's an important detail.
It is.
Because I, to my knowledge, gently fall asleep in her bed next to her. However, at 6:30 in the morning, I awake to the sound of a door slamming.
Okay. I
awake to find myself...
Yes.
On her living room couch. Now, she's in a 2-bedroom.
I thought you fell... Okay, wait. So there's 2 bedrooms and a living room.
Yeah, you have to get into the living room to get to the 2 bedrooms.
Now, you fell asleep on the bed.
No.
You thought.
Yes.
So, I'm guessing you thought you were nude on the bed when in reality you were fully clothed on the couch and just embarrassed as all heck.
I woke up to the sound of a door slamming. That's an important detail.
Okay.
Fully nude.
Nude.
Stuck to their living room couch.
Okay. So, and who was slamming the door? Probably the chick you just hooked up with, which still, very embarrassing.
Pretty sure it was her roommate.
Her roommate.
Leaving the premises.
Leaving?
Yes. So she came out of her bedroom to see a 6'4" nude individual.
Lucky gal.
Asleep on the couch.
Wow. Can you remain not judgmental towards your roommate after that happens?
No.
Just some drunken, passed out, large man is naked on your couch and you're just trying to go to class.
Yeah. Yeah, so that probably is my worst ever. The shame of waking up.
Yeah, after a wood chipper being naked on the couch, and you know the roommate saw.
Like, you've fallen asleep on maybe a vinyl couch before, and you're...
yeah, and so you got up and you...
Yeah, all of me.
Everything was stuck, which means you're just all of you.
Yes.
That's awful.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that is really bad. Danny, do you have a bad hookup story? Or do you have anything?
I could pull one out. You gotta give me a minute.
All right, I'll give you a minute. Unfortunately, I wish I could contribute more. But anytime Primetime Sam Roberts gets into a bedroom, it's magical. It's just a bad one doesn't happen.
866-YOW-19-OX. That's 866-YOW-19-OX.
So you want the listeners to call in and contribute their bad hookup stories.
If they can top that in terms of just shame and patheticness without making stuff up.
866-YOW-19-OX.
Yeah.
What's up, Danny? Oh, you're leaning into the mic like you have something.
Danny's going through his little mental Rolodex, seeing like who he could give away.
Yeah, well, not only who I can give away, but also on the flip side of that, who might be listening.
Yes,
so I'll have to be very, very careful.
That's a big thing. We got one of our peanut gallery listeners is going to step into the room now because what should I? That's good. What should I introduce you as? Introduce yourself to the radio audience because. I don't know if you want me to call you. Just kidding.
The name is. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Talk right into the mic.
Yeah, bring it towards your face.
All right, the name is Doug.
Doug.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I will tell you my worst hookup story. I used to sit next to this guy in French class, and I decided to give him a head, and he said I gave him a wood chipper, and he fell asleep naked. I'm like,
oh man, Than, you didn't tell me it was a boy who was sitting outside the studio.
Oh, it wasn't.
Oh, this guy.
No, it's actually funny. My worst hookup story actually starts with me being naked.
Oh, starts.
Surprisingly enough.
Yeah.
When I was at school, I worked at a bar, and one morning I woke up buck naked,
and
that's a relatively common occurrence, but I didn't remember where I was the night before. So I get up, collect my things. I hear Madden being played outside.
Nice.
So I decide, to stand up, put on a pair of boxers, and walk outside. And I see a young female sitting on the little bar cozy we have in our apartment, eating a bowl of cereal, wearing my flannel pants. And my roommate Mike is happily playing Madden.
Okay.
So I kind of awkwardly say hello to her and make my way towards him and sit down next to him and do one of the little close talking deals. And I say, "What's the deal with you bringing fucking girls home and having them wear my clothes?"
Oh, no.
And then I hear the awkward little giggle.
Oh, no.
And Mike turns to me and says, "I didn't bring her home last night."
Was it the guy whose pants she was wearing, possibly? Mr. Deductive?
Sherlock Holmes, I am not. But, so I get up and had an awkward conversation with her, to say the least.
So, I brought you home, huh? Where were we?
It's like, hey, you. So, I go into the room frantically, and I ball up the sheets, and I begin sniffing them. Trying to decide just what happened. I wanted to have the story together first.
Yeah. So before you can ask her what was good or what was bad, you had to find out what it was.
What it was, exactly.
Or just making generic comments to her, like, "So wild time last night," when we... hoping she's going to finish the sentence.
Who would have thought that would happen?
Yeah.
Right? What was specifically some of your memories?
What was your favorite moment from last night, if you don't mind? And least favorite.
Yeah.
Go.
Go.
So after balling up the sheets and sniffing them and then rummaging through the trash can, hoping there would be a condom there.
Oh, please, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Did you find one?
No, there was no sign of anything. I have no idea what took place.
Nice.
Or it could have been, it could have been no sex, or it could have been very dangerous sex.
Very dangerous, indeed. So then the awkward part comes. This is a Saturday.
Then, wait. No, then the awkward part comes.
Believe me, it gets more awkward. It's a Saturday, mind you, a beautiful sunny day.
Okay.
And
this was Friday night that it happened?
Yes.
Great way to start the weekend.
So she starts making her way towards the door with basically a blouse top on, my pants, and a skirt of some sort balled up in her hands. Now, the awkward part is trying to get my pants back.
Look, honey.
You're not going to give up your pants to some stranger who says she slept with you.
I mean, for all I know, the girl could have savagely sexually pleasured me, and I would have owed her my pants at the very least. But
or she could have come in early Saturday morning, raided your hamper, and sat down and played Madden.
A distinct possibility. You know, so I managed to actually... apparently, I talked this girl out of her pants twice because I talked her out of my pants. She was on her way.
Oh, so you did confront her?
Oh yes, no, I definitely got my pants back.
How did you manage that one?
I basically, the first thing that came to mind is I said I have to do laundry.
Nice.
And about halfway through that, I realized how fucking lame that was.
I was dating this chick.
I want to do laundry, so stop stealing my shit.
I was dating this chick.
I have to eat something. Where's my silverware?
And I was dating this chick. I have to do laundry. Give me those pants now. They have to be washed right now. I was dating this chick, and I gave her one of my hoodies that I liked. And, you know, you do that to a chick you like. And I realized, you know what? Odds are I'm going to break up with her pretty soon. And this is it's like the Echo hoodie with the rhino on it. You see me wear them, right? Like, sure. I have them in different colors.
Hottest hoodie in the streets?
Yeah, no, that's not the hottest one.
Oh.
But I have them in different colors. And this one was my black and red one, which at the time I only wore black and red pretty much. And so I actually went to her house and said, you know how I'm into videos and stuff? I'm going to be doing like a stop motion video with all my Echo hoodies. So I need that one back, but I'll let you have one of my other ones. And I just gave her the shittiest hoodie I found in my closet.
You made...
I told her I was going to make a movie with it, and then I gave her some garbage hoodie that I didn't want anymore, and then maybe 2 weeks later I broke up with her, and I had my hoodie.
Nice. The old fictional video project.
Right. Yeah, that video never surfaced.
Can't believe I've never thought of that.
It's a good one.
All right, well, we're going to do the old phone roulette thing here with Megan. Megan from Connecticut, go ahead.
Hey, guys.
Hi.
I brought a black guy home one night, and I was with a bunch of boys and friends, and I don't particularly bring black guys home. It was the first time, only time I ever brought a black guy home.
Good, then we'll forgive you this time.
Huh?
I just said, and then we'll forgive you this time. You usually don't do it, but...
But I brought him home. We got to my bedroom, and we're fucking, and he just goes off. He's like, you like that black dick, don't you? You like that black dick. You don't want no white dick, do you? You don't want no white dick no more. You like that black dick. And I actually turned around at one point, and I turned around, and I just was like, shut the fuck up.
Oh. Did you keep going at it, though? You told him to...
yeah, no.
Okay, well, of course you did.
Whatever.
Yeah, you can't really start a counterpoint when you're in the receiving of doggy-style sex.
You like that. You don't want no more white dick, do you? I wouldn't mind it. Do you? I'm fine with it. Whatever.
I'm pretty open-minded.
Yeah, no. No, I just turned around. I told him to shut up because it was really good, and I didn't want him to stop, but I wanted him to shut up. And I was walking him out the door, and my friend is sitting there. Like, they're all sitting there. They heard the whole fucking thing.
Oh, nice.
Oh, good.
Oh, do they torment you whenever you walk by, please?
Honestly, though.
Oh, God. Well, as I'm walking out with him, trying to get him out of the house as quickly as possible, they turn around and they're like, Megan, you just said the night before that you don't like black people. And I'm walking him out the door, mind you.
Wow, that's ironic. You're racist, too?
I'm black and white.
All right, thanks, Megan. That's kind of funny, though, that all her friends heard it. And just for the rest of her life, they're like, hey, could you get me some milk? Because you like black cock, don't you?
Yeah, the ironic part is she really don't want no more white dick.
No.
No, definitely not. Tony, a nod of the head or a shake of the head. Do you have any good stories? Yes or no? Just nod your head or...
You don't need to go on mic.
Yes or no? Come here, Tony. Get in.
Come on. Let's give him... And as Tony enters the studio, that means one thing.
Tony is back!
Triumphant return. Thank you, Doug.
Yeah, thanks, Doug. Tony is in the house.
What's up, man? My bad.
Good to see you, fellas.
You got... Oh, Tony, those eyes are telling.
No, listen, and good stories by meaning bad. I mean, you're talking about hookup stories. I don't think there's ever been a time in my life that there hasn't been a good hookup story. I mean, even eventually when it works itself out, in the beginning, it's an awful story to begin with.
So every hookup you've ever had has been one of the worst hookups ever?
Oh, absolutely. If you work it for a couple of weeks or something, and the first time the old shirt comes off and the guinea tea's hanging out, it's just awkward. You got to rest his belly against some broad's knee or something. and she's heating up.
To remind everybody, Tony weighs approximately 530 pounds as he saunters into the studio.
I do saunter. I'm light on my feet for a big guy. I'll tell you that.
And is that why you go hit up the masseuse parlor every now and then?
Yeah. You know, I went there. I found a new place in Edison, New York.
No names.
But this is
don't even go.
This is the mecca. This is the mecca of shiatsu.
Tony, king of the dumps over here.
Yeah,
rub and tug kid.
Oh yeah.
But no, this place is fantastic. You know, no questions asked. 2 for the price of 1. You can't beat it.
What do you mean? You did it twice and you only.
Yeah, two tugs within the hour. You know.
Wow.
Jeez, you got to really build up your recovery time.
Oh, I'm a jackrabbit, my friend.
I've heard.
I'm a jackrabbit. But yeah, these girls are all fantastic. You know, they don't ask questions. They're all, you know, there's cameras there, so they're, you know, you don't have to worry about some LE coming in and busting up the joint.
All right, hang on a sec, Tony. Does Danny have or
no? We're going to the phones.
Okay.
The Virus Channel's very own Bronx Johnny. Bronx Johnny, go ahead. You're on Nathan Sam.
Hey guys,
what's up, Bronx Johnny?
What's up, Johnny?
Chillin', man, chillin'. My girl's call. We're listening to the show right now, and there was this one time where I went to a place of ill repute, and I kind of fell asleep, and one of the girls semi took advantage.
Wait, what'd she do?
Well, I kind of passed out on the table. You know, I was getting my shoulder massage because I dislocate my right shoulder every once in a while. And I kind of woke up conscious to a little rub and tug there, which I did not agree with.
You got raped?
So. I wouldn't say raped because at least she was cute. If she was ugly, I'd say rape.
See, honestly, Johnny, when you started this story, I thought you were going to say that you passed out and had, like, all your money and everything stolen, like the old story.
Oh, no, dog. Yeah, that's exactly what did happen, though, man.
Wait, you got your money stolen, too?
My money wasn't completely jacked. She took what she felt was credited, about $60 worth of money.
Oh, so you passed out, and she was like, look, I'm doing this job whether he's conscious or not.
Yeah, I was like, dog, and this is why I never go to Jersey like that. Other than getting racially profiled, you'll get jerked off, and then the money will get jacked. That's fucking crazy, bro.
You can't walk down the street in Jersey without getting jacked off and mugged for the appropriate amount.
Exactly, bro.
Tony wishes he had that problem.
Shit.
All right. Thanks, Johnny.
Thank you, Johnny.
All right, you guys be cool, man. Good show.
Thank you. Did Danny have a story you wanted to share or no?
Yeah, I'll share.
All right, good, Danny.
I'll share. Probably shouldn't, but no.
Go ahead.
Anyway.
Danny, wind it up. Let's get that pitch.
Well, this is back in my school days. So it was one of those 4 that I went to school.
Right. This was middle school.
No, this was high school.
Oh. This was high school. You didn't go to high school for 4 years.
Well, I went. I just didn't go to class.
Okay, go ahead.
So, it was a brand new school year, some new people, you know, you meet new people. So, there was this one chick who I was hanging out with a lot. Excuse me, my voice. I'm sorry, I do apologize.
It's fine.
And she had let me know that she was kind of interested in everything. So, my house, I lived right by my high school. It was only about 4 blocks away. So, we decided that maybe it would be fun to go and hang out at my house for a little while.
Yeah.
So we get there, you know, and things are happening and stuff. And I was very nervous about performing.
Why is that?
Because I just wanted to. Because I was new to it. I was very
new to
this.
the game.
A
noob.
I mean, exactly.
Some things never change.
So I really wanted. I think I was thinking too much about performing. You know, just being good in bed or whatever.
Got in your head, yeah.
So I guess we kind of got it. We got a little too much foreplay. You know. So by the time we got down to business.
Oh, you were done before you started.
I was fucking finished. So it was probably like 3 pumps and done. And I was just disappointed with myself, not with her, but with myself.
Yeah.
And as I get up to leave the room to clean up, so to speak, I just go, well, that sucked.
Right? So your pride is so shot that instead of did you say that sucked in reference to the job she did, or
no? He was just saying it because it's an honest assessment of his own performance.
Right, exactly.
Wow, so that was actually self-deprecating.
Exactly right.
Wow.
So I go to the bathroom to just to clean up a little bit, and so I was probably out of the room for maybe about maybe 3 or 4 minutes or whatever.
What's your name?
I come back and this girl's hysterically crying.
No, I didn't mean you suck. I meant I suck. Not you suck. Really.
I don't have to even explain the rest of that story because Sam just did.
Wow.
Sam just finished my story.
Wow.
Best part about that whole story, by the way, virgin.
You or she? Wow, you just scarred that chick's sexual experience for life. Done. Come wedding day because you know she's going to stay a virgin until she's married.
With every like girlfriend of hers for the rest of her life, because you know that they're going to talk about it eventually. First time, she has to tell that horrible story.
Yeah.
You just created a crier.
Yeah. Somebody who cannot get anywhere near sex without breaking into tears.
Bursting into tears.
Or she's like constantly asking, like, while having sex, does this suck? Does this suck?
Yeah.
Okay, how about now? What if I do this?
Is that all right?
Does this suck? All I know is I suck.
Yeah.
It does get a little more embarrassing.
What? Nice. Hold on, Tony.
Believe it or not, yeah. Being that she was a virgin, she had left. Left some.
The old what they used to hang out on the edge of the hut in the old days to prove that the wedding has been consummated.
Yeah, baby. Guess who got it on last night? Check out my door.
Well, no, there was some. She was a bleeder.
Okay, that's what I was implying. Sometimes you can say things without saying.
Yeah, but no, but it was a little much, and so as she's calming down and you know just now she's not bawling anymore. She's just sniffling. You know, we're balling up the comforter because I had to go take it to the laundry.
The old American Psycho scene.
Yeah, really. It's cranberry juice, cran-apple.
All right, thank you for opening up to us,
Danny.
Anytime.
Tony, you got something very quick?
Yeah, no, Danny, I was going to say, that's the perfect time, and it's happened before that. At that certain situation, you pull listen, I can't do this right now. You know, I want to make something of this. I think we should stop and, you know, take it seriously. That's, you know what I'm saying? This way she doesn't think you're too done. And you pull that old move.
Sorry, Tony.
Thanks, Dan.
Sure. Oh, damn it. This really sucks. I need a machine.
Yeah.
Because I can just do the one thing that Tony has, the one piece of gold that Tony has always offered the Nathaniel and Sam show.
I eat asshole.
He sure does.
All right, let's go to Eric in Virginia. Eric, you're on the Nathaniel and Sam show. Go ahead.
All right. Hooking up with this girl one time. Worst hookup ever.
Mm-hmm.
We had sex. Everything was great. It was a booty call situation. And sleeping in the middle of the night, I snuck out a fart.
Uh-huh.
Filled up the pants with just liquid goo.
Oh, no.
So it's... I leapt out of bed. I snuck into the bathroom. She woke up when I jumped.
If you don't mind me asking, what type of underwear were you wearing? Not this
boxers.
Boxer. So it was just trickling out the old leg.
Yeah. Oh well, no. This filled up. It was like the liquid cup in the middle between the cheeks.
Oh.
I went into the bathroom and it's coming down the back of the legs now. The underwear is shot. It's done. So now I'm looking at the little dainty little wastebasket under her sink. I'm thinking about flushing it down the toilet. It's not. There's no way to dispose of this.
So, what do you do with? You're at her house, right?
You got to flush
I'm at her house.
You can't just like tuck it away underneath a couple paper towels in the trash. It'd be hope for the best.
They weren't mine.
The underwear's done. I really what I should have done is wipe my ass with them and just flushed them. But the only option that I saw at the time was the window.
So
opened it.
Throw your boxers out, or did you throw yourself out?
Boxers went out the front window, and I watched where they landed, right down by the hedge in front of the house on the little sidewalk. So I excused myself very quickly, walked out of the bathroom, and said, I got to go. I'm not feeling well. Left the front of the house, went to see where the underwear had landed. They're gone.
Oh, my...
They're gone. I looked all the way up and down the hedge. They're gone. Wow. And her dog...
Oh, I was going to make this joke. This can't be real.
No, it's absolutely real.
Go ahead.
Left the house, went to my house, drove home, called her 2 days later because I hadn't heard from her. I usually heard from her pretty much every day. And she said, well, yeah, I was going to call you, but I was too busy taking my dog to the vet.
Oh, shit mouth.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah. That is really... Sam, that's worse than your story.
All right. Thank you very much, Eric.
No problem.
We... Maybe, did he call her up and say, yeah, I actually need these boxers for this stop-motion video project I'm doing?
I shit on all my boxers. And what I'm going to do is take my boxers, and the shit stain is going to stay in one spot, but the pattern on the boxers is going to... It's brilliant.
Yeah, well, you thought I was actually a drunk with no self-control. Turns out I'm an artist.
Yeah.
And I need to make more art.
Yes, so please, if you could return the underwear.
You just petered out there.
No, I didn't have anything. I was hoping you were going somewhere.
Well, I was going to say, if you do have a hookup story and you're on the line, hold on. We are going to take a quick break. If you want to call in with more awfulness, 866-YOW-19-OX. We're going to do bad hookup stories followed by an intelligent discussion of U.S. foreign policy. It's the Than and Sam Show.
The Than and Sam Show on XM 202, The Virus.
Fellas, I like that topic.
Very much.
Good.
Thank you for contributing.
We are back with the Than and Sam Show.
Oh, yeah.
Another heady discussion.
Ew.
We're talking about awful hookups. And
sure are.
Awful, not in terms of quality, although that could contribute, just in terms of, like, shame-filled circumstances.
Yeah, just you're embarrassed beyond recognition.
Yeah.
And you don't know what to do with yourself. Like, there's no feasible way that you can get out of the situation and still have your pride intact.
Yeah. The bar was raised pretty high.
Yeah, the old, what was his name?
I think it's Eric.
Yeah, old Eric and his shit pants dog story.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Tony?
Yeah, I was gonna say it's pretty high. I mean, there's nothing worse than fishing through hedges for shit-filled boxers while you're trying to hook up with somebody. That's definitely pretty bad.
That's a good point, Tony.
Mine seem a little more, but mine does involve shit, so hopefully it's good too.
You have
sexy.
Yeah.
You have one that involves shit?
Mm-hmm.
You have another bad hookup story?
Oh, I got a couple.
Bring it on, Sam.
Well, again, if you want to contribute, by the way, 866-YOW-19-OX. That's 866-YOW-19-OX.
OX.
OX. Instead of OCHS.
You don't know.
Yeah.
You don't know.
Yeah, this was with, another young lady. This one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
As opposed to the third one, which is with a gentleman.
Yeah, that's when it... So... We hooked up, whatever, and the shirt comes off, as sometimes happens.
It always does, baby.
Apparently, this girl's poodle...
Is that slang, or...
What?
Is that slang?
No, that's not like a euphemism for one of her body parts.
I got you.
That's actually her dog that is a poodle.
Gotcha.
Did not care for me. Actually, I knew this the night before because he bit my thumb and caused it to bleed.
Wow.
Yeah.
Poodles are nice, I thought.
Not this one. I wanted to, and dogs like me. I gave it the old friendly coochie coochie coo, except that's what you do to babies, but...
My dog hated you.
Yeah. But I reached for it, it bit me, so it didn't like me. I guess it really didn't like me hooking up with his owner.
Okay.
Because when I wake up...
Actually, it's probably pissed off because poodles are girls, and he's a boy, so... That pissed me off, too.
How did they make more poodles if they're all girls?
Look at them, they're girls. Go ahead with your story.
I put my shirt on the next day, and lo and behold, it's got shit on it.
You mean like some kind of crap on it, like
dog shit
on your shirt?
Yes.
That you took off.
Mm-hmm.
So the dog hated you so much he shit all over your clothes.
He said, "I'll show you.
I may be a poodle, but I'm still a man.
You defile my owner, I'll defile your clothes."
Yeah.
So I think I got halfway into the shirt before realizing that.
Oh no! You put it on.
Yeah.
What's that smell? I mean, and this...
What are the odds of the dog actually took a crap on my shirt?
Yeah, it's probably right by my shirt. This thing smells... Oh, no.
Yes. Apparently the odds are 1 in 1.
Yeah.
Because that's exactly what happened.
Mm-hmm.
And so that kind of sucks. And, you can pick off dog shit, but it had been there for several hours.
Pick off?
Yeah.
Like with your fingers?
Well, with a paper towel or something.
Ew.
I'm not going to send it back to the lab. But But it'd been there for a while, so, there's some sort of chemical cohesion between the fecal matter and the shirt. It had bonded with it. And I was not getting that off. And I'm not wearing a shit shirt back to my apartment.
No, I would hope not.
So the coda to this story is that she was 5'2", and lent me a shirt.
Oh, no.
So I'm not walking shirtless down the street.
Hey, your dog shit on my shirt. Do you think you could let me borrow one of yours? Do you have any one of those T-shirts?
Yeah.
Anything that's, like, big on you?
No, well, apparently it was big on her, but it looked like, well, really the only good reference is Philip Seymour Hoffman in Boogie Nights.
See, that shirt didn't fit him well at all. It was very small, and his belly was sticking out of it.
That was me.
Came off very creepy and sort of not right.
Yeah, the decision whether to take the subway or a cab home was pretty much settled for me at that point.
You don't want some cab driver seeing you like that.
No, wrong way.
Oh.
He went the wrong way. I took a cab home much quicker. But
oh, yeah, less people, too.
Yep, good thinking. I don't like that one. Just looking at the phones here. Let's give old Slim in Brooklyn. He's been on the phone for a little while. Slim, you're on the Nathaniel and Samuel show. Go ahead.
Dan and Sam, enjoying the show, dudes.
Thank you very much.
Hey, listen, I got a gem. Forget about what I put. This is a gem. I just remembered I almost caught a rape charge, dudes. I guarantee you this will be your best call.
All right, but you didn't actually get one, and we don't need to call the authorities after this.
No.
Okay, go ahead. Proceed.
This is a gem, trust me. I'm at a club with my boy, right, and whatever. I didn't score that night. Usually I get lucky. It was an awful night. We go to a diner, hook up with this girl that was just hanging out there. I guess she was drunk, too.
Did you hook up with her in the diner?
Yeah, I started talking to her at the diner. We started eyeing each other out.
Okay.
So I take her to the parking lot. It's summertime. We start making out, whatever. I'm feeling her up. Everything's going great. So I tell my partner to drive my car while I was getting head in the back seat, right?
Okay.
So everything's going like good. I was like, wow, man, it's going to be a good night. So I take her home. I'm fucking face fucking her. I'm fucking her. So everything's going great. So in the morning comes, and I was like, where do you want me to drop you off? And she was like, I want to hang out for a little while. And I'm like, all right. So I gave her like another half hour. So I make believe my phone rings, and I'm like, listen, I have to go. Where do you want me to drop you off? She goes, I don't want to leave. Long story short, she starts saying, I'm like, seriously, man, I got shit to do. You got to leave. And she goes, if you make me leave, I'm going to call the cops and say you raped me.
What? Why did she want to stay so bad? You must be quite a catch, if you don't mind me saying so.
No, dude, I'm not at all. I'm just an average dude. But the point, this girl was obviously, she must have been on medications, crazy. So I start panicking, and I'm like, I said, what? I said, you're going to say that I raped you? What's wrong with you? So my first instinct, I was like, I'm going to knock this bitch out. And then I said, what?
Good instincts, kid. Just kidding. Don't ever knock a girl out.
Yeah. Oh, don't call the cops on a rape charge. Let me assault you first.
I know, no, trust me, but I'm telling you what went through my mind, and I'm like, you know what if I punch her and I don't knock her out, and I got to keep beating her up? You know what I mean?
Oh, God.
Like,
yeah, good thinking.
Okay, so then my second instinct came into. I said, you know what, this bitch is obviously crazy. So what I did was I said, you know what, I feel like I'm in love with you. I swear to God, I was like, I want to be with you every.
That's like in Misery, like you went the total opposite direction.
Exactly, dude. I convinced her that I was in love with her and that I wanted to take her out to breakfast. So,
you know what I want to do with you, baby? Take you out to breakfast.
Bagels.
Oh my God! So luckily the night when she came over last night, we were both tossed up anyway, and she had her face full. She wasn't even seeing where we were at, so she didn't even know what town I was in. So I started like dipping and diving, taking turns, all kind of stuff. So I jump on a highway, and then I give her $1 and I say, "Give me a bottle of water, babe." And she gets out of the car.
Oh my God!
Haul ass.
That's very.
Just dropped the rape charge.
I guess that is a very bad thing to do, but desperate times call for desperate measures.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's a hookup story or just an unfilmed version of Bang Bus. All right, thanks.
Love you guys. Punching out, man.
Thanks, Slim.
That was one of our best stories.
I thought you were gonna wrap.
Hold on, I don't have your mic on, Tony.
I thought you were gonna wrap it up with another face fucking at the end. That would have brought it all back together there.
Thanks, Tony.
I don't know why I turned his mic on.
Why is he still sitting there?
You haven't had me on, period, the whole time?
No. You've got headphones on. You should know. The one thing that you've contributed so far in your 3 appearances could be boiled down into 2 seconds of audio.
I eat asshole.
So,
Tony, make sure you check the message boards when you get home to see how you did.
Yeah, they love reviewing you.
Yeah. Oh, talk about those fucking messages.
No, don't talk about the...
I got a couple bones.
Bones to pick?
Yeah, you want to get into this message board garbage?
Tony, go ahead.
I got one guy who if I throw up if I ever seen him. The commish.
Commish is my favorite. One of my favorite Wagbag members.
I hope he calls up. This fucking prick.
Commish is the guy with the for those wrestling fans out there, his avatar is the Boogeyman and CM Punk.
Nice.
I like Kamish.
He's a fucking douche.
Oh.
And listen, first of all, I'm a big wrestling fan myself. Ada commented for fucking 3 weeks straight of how awful I am, which is fine. It's all good. But the guy's a liar.
Can't please everybody.
I can't please everybody.
Why'd you liar?
Did you say everybody or anybody?
Both.
The first 2 weeks, I had some good reviews. Kamish, 3 weeks straight, nothing but Tony bashing. 3 weeks straight. This guy's way out of line. Way out of line. Every point he has is just total bullshit. I know he's listening right now because he's been posting every time we've been on. Call the show up, Kamish. Let's hash it out. You fucking scumbag. Call up.
Tony, this isn't your arena to get into battles with message board users. I like everybody on the message boards.
I do too.
I love all my message board fans.
Yeah, and they like you.
I've heard good things from the message board.
There's a lot of good guys on there, a lot of good compliments.
All right, we're going to... I like this guy because he was our first caller. I always like to give him a little something.
Okay, go ahead.
Something.
Yeah.
Let's hope he doesn't disappoint. Jimmy the Trucker, go ahead.
Hey, what's up, guys? How you doing tonight?
Great.
How's it going, Jimmy?
Well, one time, me and a bunch of friends, we went down to Rocky Point down in Mexico, and ended up hooking up with this girl at the bar. Took her back to the beach house. Two of us actually scragged her, and then in the morning we were trying to figure out, what we're going to do because she just was annoying, wouldn't shut up. So we tried to take her back to the condo where she was supposed to be staying at. She couldn't remember where she had to go because, it was fucking Mexico.
Yeah.
So we stopped in town, told her to get out and ask for directions at the fish market. And as she was walking up to ask for directions, we sped off and left her.
Jesus Christ. Apparently it's a very popular M.O.
Yeah. We've gone go ahead.
Hey, Tony, fuck off.
Good call, Jimmy the Trucker.
All right, thanks, Jimmy.
Good call. We've gone from bad hookups to...
Possible felonies.
Yeah, somebody's just going to call up, this one chick, she just yapping and yapping, so I took a knife and cut her throat.
Yeah. Man.
Look at Tony giggle over there.
Man, was I embarrassed. Good idea, right? Because I hooked up with her.
Do we need to move on?
Got blood on me.
Yeah.
So embarrassing. I totally feel with your shit story, man.
Oh, man. And I was like, what am I going to do with this knife? I threw it in a dumpster, man. All right, you guys are doing great, Punch. Nope.
Funny thing is, her dog found it. All right. Well, we know what time it is.
Hey, Danny, you know what time it is, buddy? Tony, you know what time it is? It's time for Sam's Weekly Hollywood Rumor Mill Gossip Buzz Cherry Lane segment piece only on the Than and Sam Show. This is the segment of the show where we learn what's big, what's hot, and what's going on in La La Land.
This is, Elo approved, this segment.
Yeah, Elo loves it, especially the theme music. And this one is Brittany and Anna Nicole Free, folks.
Nice, thank God.
Brittany and Anna Nicole Free. Hey, Than.
What's up, Sam?
Angelina and Brad Pitt are looking to adopt another baby.
A black one?
This time they want one from Vietnam.
That's not black.
They're going to name it Charlie. Only kidding.
Oh, don't make me hit that button.
The couple has come out in the past and said that they find it difficult to give their natural child the same affection that they do their two adopted children, only because they know the hardships their adopted children went through and could have gone through.
They're saying they don't like their vag baby as much as their adopted one?
It's just tough to show them the same affection because, those kids in their first 6 months to year of life before they were adopted, they went through a lot.
Yeah, but now they're living... they're the children of the wealthiest people ever.
The couple have filed papers with the U.S. Citizen and Immigration Services to get a new kid from an orphanage in Ho Chi Minh City.
It's adorable. They can have their own Model UN right in their own house.
They sure
at dinner.
Could. They sure could.
The chair recognizes Vietnam. Go ahead.
Well, forgive me if I mispronounce this name, but it looks as though...
Is it Mr. Blader?
No.
That's a callback from 6 weeks ago.
Mario Lavandera... I think I'm going to stick with that one.
Sure.
Mario Lavandera is in trouble.
What do you do?
Some of you may know Mario as Perez Hilton.
Uh-oh.
Yes. Mario posted pictures on his website recently of Jennifer Aniston topless from the film The Breakup. Well, Universal Studios says that the footage that picture came from was not used in the film and was stolen during production.
Whoa.
They look to get an injunction that would bar further distribution of the picture and would require Mr. Hilton to hand over the copyrighted material.
Did you ever see any of those pics before they got pulled?
Yes.
How's she look?
She looks all right, Tony. How do you think, Tony?
She's got the shiniest legs I've ever seen. I don't know how women get their legs shiny like that, but I was very...
Could you turn off Tony's mic? There were no legs in that picture.
Topless pics.
Yes, the picture was from above the waist.
I've seen 4 pics, all on the beach.
Turn off the mic.
No, I want to...
There's no beach. It's from the movie.
They were shot on a set in a house.
Did I get rused? I saw 4 topless Jennifer Aniston pics.
Tony, I get one segment for my gossip. Don't do this.
Go ahead, Sam.
It looks as though Terrence Howard from Hustle and Flow and Naomi Campbell are an item. I don't mean to break this news now, but the two have been spotted together at multiple publicized events, and they say and my sources, I should say, say that they plan on coming out as a couple tomorrow night at the Oscars. So stay tuned tomorrow night for the biggest night in Hollywood, the Oscars.
Let me preface this by saying this is not at all race-based, but I couldn't care less.
Is it a black thing?
No.
Well, Than, a lot of people want to know which celebrities are the smelliest.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do. And luckily, our friends at MediaTakeout.com compiled a list, which comes from multiple credible sources. This does not count as Sam's top 10.
Okay.
Apparently, Biz Marquee has very bad breath and smelly armpits. Than, I know you're a fan of Biz Marquee.
I do. You!
And you'll be shocked to know.
What I need. That's a great song.
One person said Biz has the kind of aroma that stays behind hours after it's gone.
Wow.
Yep.
So he comes over to your place, starts sweating and breathing.
You got it.
And leaves, and you still know Biz was in the house.
Because it still smells.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Pink is next on the list. Apparently, she has a smelly crotch.
Whoa.
Nice. According to MediaTakeout.com, Pink has a smelly crotch. One source was quoted as saying, "I had the unpleasant experience of following her into the ladies' room. She really needed to visit a gynecologist."
I like Tony's off-mic laughter.
Yeah.
He's just having a great time.
It adds. So Pink has a smelly crotch, apparently, according to the internet.
Allegedly.
Busta Rhymes, another favorite of Than's.
Than
loves the smelly celebrities. Busta Rhymes has very bad breath.
He just got arrested again.
Well, a source said, not only is his breath bad, but he spits when he talks. When he's done with you, you're drenched in foul-smelling liquid.
Ew.
Which would be his saliva from his bad breath mouth.
That's kind of like that dinosaur in Jurassic Park that killed Newman.
Yeah, exactly. You got it, Than. Now you're getting this bit.
I got you.
And finally, yeah, that's your boy Busta with his bad breath. And finally, Flavor Flav has reportedly a generally smelly body. Yes. One source said, he smells exactly the way you'd imagine, like a homeless person. I can't write this stuff, folks.
No, you don't.
No, I don't.
Somebody else does.
My sources. Than, one last story tonight.
That's...
Universal Pictures has reportedly signed on to make a film about pop group Milli Vanilli. Jeff Nathanson, writer of Catch Me If You Can, will reportedly pen the film, and it will be produced by Kathleen Kennedy. Nathanson is planning on taking a sympathetic look at the careers of the two phonies and has secured the cooperation of Milli Vanilli members Fabrice Morvan and the estate of his bandmate Robert Pilatus, who luckily died in 1998 as the pair were attempting a comeback.
Oh, thank God for small favors.
No word yet on who will play the two fallen heroes.
Nice. I'm starting to think maybe you brought that story to the table just because of what was the director or the writer?
Well, the writer is Jeff Nathanson, who, I am a fan of.
And the director?
Well, they haven't announced the director. They've only announced the producer, Kathleen Kennedy.
Nice.
But that, Danny, would be Sam's Hollywood Weekly Gossip. Rumor mill buzz only on the Nathan and Sam Show.
That was a good one.
I felt really strong about that one.
I liked it.
Thank you, Tony.
Tony, your mic's not been on this whole time.
That's all right. Best one yet.
Thank you, Tony. He said best one yet.
I heard him because I'm next to him, but nobody else did.
All right.
If I could quickly, unfortunately, people are going to agreeing with Tony here.
Uh-huh.
So if we'll just quickly talk to Lou in West Palm. Lou, go ahead.
Yo, Sam, your head's so full of candy you can't realize the other pictures are the better ones. The pictures of her on the beach she's not made up. The other one, she's in a movie. They got all that makeup and shit on her. What would you rather look at?
Well, first I would like to say, for the record, on this microphone, I'm saying flat out right here, and quote me.
Shut the fuck up.
There's no
You're a liar. Shut the fuck up.
No, I swear to God.
Hey, Lou, we're trying to have a dialogue. Look what I just did to Lou.
There's no candy in my head.
Oh, okay.
And that's where that story ends.
Oh, okay. So we shouldn't talk to Tom either?
Huh? What's Tom got? No.
No?
No. That's where that story ends.
All right. Well, Tony, turns out that you might have not said something completely wrong and idiotic.
No, I realize there are pictures of Jennifer Aniston naked on the beach. That's not what the report's about.
Understood.
Done.
You're right.
Finished. I eat asshole.
All right, we'll be right back with the Nathan and Sam Show.
The Nathan and Sam Show on XM 202.
Wait.
We're back with the Nathan and Sam Show.
All right, come on. Oh, yeah.
Little Busta Rhymes in honor of your last celebrity story. He smells. According to your sources.
Well, second to last celebrity story, if you're paying attention.
Not particularly. Sean in Michigan, you're on the Nathan and Sam Show. Go ahead.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Good.
Very well, thank you.
I gotta tell you, you guys are putting together one hell of a show. The last one, kind of normal, kind of a flop. But I tell you what, I drive for not the Brown Truck Company.
I got you.
Wink, wink.
Wink, wink, wink. And I have an opportunity to listen to this channel every day, and I hear you guys doing your other things. And, man, tonight, my wife and I are sitting here listening. Kids are in bed.
Good.
You guys put together one hell of a show. I hope you keep it up, man.
Hats off.
Yeah, hats off. Wife says hats off.
Wow.
Do it up, man. Do it.
Thank you very much, Sean. That's very encouraging.
I think the biggest difference is you kept it rolling, man. You kept it rolling.
You know what else? We didn't give Tony a bit.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
All right,
I hear you.
Sean, thanks for calling. Before you go, I just need to ask you a pretty important question.
Yeah, go ahead.
How many people does it take before it qualifies to be a bukkake party?
I'm going to say, I talked about this to my wife a little bit earlier, and I'm going to say 5.
Okay. 4 guys and a girl.
No, 5 guys and a girl.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, at least 5 guys and a girl. It can be more. It depends. It just depends on the volume.
Yeah.
All right.
Let me tell you something, Sean. I like you.
Yeah. Well, I like you guys too.
We appreciate the support, Sean. Keep telling your wife that we rule.
Well, she already knows that.
All right. Thanks, buddy.
Love you.
Oh, sorry.
I love you too.
Love you too. Oh, I had a friend do that to me. I think I was 12 or whatever. So embarrassing. We did the usual, hey, you want to hang out, whatever, and we arranged the time and date. Yeah, sure. Later. Bye. Love you.
Was it by accident or is it goof?
Total by accident.
That's like almost as bad as when you're in elementary school or grade school and you raise your hand and you go, Mom, and you can't even say, miss it. Because the whole class is looking, that's not your mom, stupid! Sam thinks the teacher's his mom! It's a slip of the tongue.
Well, a common theme we have here on the Nathan and Sam Show is that I can be a total pussy.
Oh, yeah.
I wish you wouldn't agree quite that emphatically. But
You're no sex bagel.
Hey, coming at you. Is he here?
Oh, yeah.
Bye. I love my one-word E-Rock impression.
Yeah.
Bye. That's all.
So what were you saying about you being a complete woman?
You're paraphrasing?
Yes.
Rather liberally. Yeah, sometimes I don't stand up for myself. We talked about some of my problems with when people overcharge me. I don't give them enough shit.
Yes. And you had you had the Subway sandwich debacle where the guy fixed you a Subway sandwich, and there was something obviously, by Subway sandwich I mean like a foot long.
Yeah.
And there was, I can't remember which store it was at. It's probably some local deli.
Yes.
And
underground.
Yeah. And you'd never heard of it. And there was something wrong with his hand. And it was obviously wrong with his hand.
The whole time he was making it, just for the visual, the whole time he was making my sandwich. You ever seen a dog with a wounded paw try to run? He sort of had that sort of bent back.
A limp.
Yeah, like just trying to. It's very hard to make a sandwich with one hand.
Yeah.
And then to wrap one, he had to bring in the one that he was favoring back into the equation.
Yeah.
To make the sandwich. And I did not take the time to question what was wrong with his hand. I knew he didn't speak English well, so I didn't want to get in the awkward, why are you bleeding on my sandwich conversation.
Right.
So instead of addressing it.
Instead of just saying, you know what, I'm going to pass and leaving, you paid for the sandwich. You paid and then threw it out.
Yes. I said, thank you very much for your service. Here is the money for your goods and services. And went half a block away and threw it into a trash can.
You went half a block so he wouldn't see you throw it into the trash.
I didn't want to hurt his feelings.
That's why you got to work on it. You got to work on that, like you said.
So does this whole setup mean that you have another story? Because we've had, I mean, this isn't the only one we've had. We've had tons of them. You have another Than.
I don't know what it is. I try to, follow your example, but I can't. I was at the gym, and I purchased one of those. When you join a gym, they sometimes give you a couple cheap training sessions.
Yeah.
And so I took one up, and I'm doing a bench press with my new trainer.
Okay.
Bench press, of course, you're on your back.
You got it.
I'm pressing from the bench, and
yeah,
the trainer apparently had a cold.
Oh boy!
And he was spotting me.
Okay.
And a solid landed on my face.
No.
Yes.
Like, you mean he did you a solid?
No.
Thank you, brother.
No. Do I have to be explicit again?
I don't know what you mean.
A booger from his nose.
Oh, no.
Right on my face.
Dude, if that happened, I'd be gone. I would never come back to the gym. I would rip my face off.
I finished the rest of my set. And
you finished your set?
Yeah. My
with a booger on your... Oh.
It didn't just sit there. It bounced off cascaded to the
floor. There's no way I could even do a set. You know what happens if that... You say, I'm done with my set. Yeah, buddy, still got 3 more reps. Achoo! I'm out of here. Lance?
I don't want to cheat my body of its exercise.
And boogers falling on it.
Oh. I didn't... Tony, I do not want to have to turn off your mic. What's up?
I'm saying, did he sneeze? Or you just booger fell out?
It just kind of.
It's raining mucus. I'm saying it's hailing mucus.
But if you stop a set in the middle, it's going to throw off everything. I didn't
really. You know what throws off everything for me?
What?
People's mucus hardened, falling on my face. That throws off the whole gimmick, the whole gist, the whole bit, the whole kit and caboodle.
And I know he knew that something happened. And so it was just awkward.
Yeah, very awkward. You know what would have been more awkward if you had said, I'm done. I'm going to the locker room.
It would have been more awkward.
And you wouldn't... No, but that's what you take, though. You don't say, well, honest mistake.
Boogers happen.
But the thing that boggles my mind about you, because I'm trying to figure you out, because I'm seeing if... I don't know if you'll be a good suitor for me. So, what boggles my mind about you... is that you, in some situations, aren't. You will lay down if somebody's got a booger in your face. They're just dropping mucus all over you.
He didn't mean to.
But on the other side, you got a poor waitress who's coming to you and saying, what do you want to drink? And I know
set it up a little bit, yeah.
I know your beverage of choice.
Yes.
If it's non-alcoholic, what is it? It's a Coke with no ice. If Than is out on the town, if it's an establishment that carries fountain beverages, it's going to be a Coke with no ice unless it's alcohol.
You get more Coke that way.
Yeah, because you can't just ask for a refill.
expensive.
Yeah. So, but you're the type of guy, and I've seen you do it. You know, we're ordering around the table. I'm just a Coke. You know, somebody says, "How about a Sprite, a seltzer?" And you're over there. Yeah, I'll have a Coke with no ice. Is a Pepsi okay? No.
It's not.
You say no, it's not okay, and then have to pause and go. Like you're disappointed that it's Pepsi instead of Coke.
Who
and start looking
doesn't
at
have
the menu
frickin'
again.
Coke these days?
Do you understand that places that serve fountain drinks, they're not all going to be the same anyway? A Coke at this establishment A will not be the same at
That's
Coke
close
establishment
enough.
B. No, it's not. Did you taste the whatever it was, Coke or Pepsi I had last night?
No.
Yes, you did.
Oh,
I gave
yeah,
you a sip.
I
You were
heard.
drunk, but I gave you a sip.
Sorry.
It tasted like complete shit because there's too much syrup in it.
That's correct.
But I don't know if it was Coke or Pepsi.
But as long as I'm in the right product range, I know I have at least the best percentage of having a drink I enjoy. I can't guarantee it. You're right.
When you're talking about fountain drinks, there's no difference. There's no reason for you to make a waitress work harder so she can get you, because now you're going to have a Dad's root beer instead of your precious. What kind of root beer is it? It's Barks. Oh, is that the one with bite? Yeah. No.
It's important to have standards, Sam.
I need Dad's.
It's important to get the number one. I want the number one beverage. That's Coke. I don't want fucking Hertz. I don't want the Hertz of soda. Pepsi.
Why don't you take the Pepsi Coke taste test challenge and then talk to me, my friend?
Tony,
it's Pepsi every time.
Tony, what are you weighing on this?
I love RC Cola.
Shut up, Tony. You do not. You're just saying that to...
No, because I was a big Mets fan back in 86, 87, 88, and they were the sponsor at a Shea Stadium.
What's the
RC
matter
Cola
with you?
all over the place.
What is the matter with you? Danny, what's up?
Today might just be Tony's day. I gotta agree with Tony.
What are you talking
I'm talking about,
Look,
man.
not the...
I like the RC Cola.
Royal Crown.
And I like it for the same reasons. It makes me think of going to the old ball game with my daddy.
So if you sit there at a restaurant and they're like, what beverage would you like? Are you going to say, yeah, I'll have a Royal Crown? And they're saying, is Pepsi okay? No, it's really going to have to be a Royal Crown Cola.
Well, I didn't say I was going to, berate a waitress if they don't have RC, but it's a good cola.
But do you understand that when you're dealing with fountain drinks, I understand that you have a preference, but it's not to the extent that you need to send somebody, that you need to make everyone else at the table, their evening becomes slower now because you have to open your menu back up and check their beverage list again.
I would never send somebody back.
You know what I'm saying?
It's not like she came with a Pepsi and I was like, excuse me?
Yeah, but she might as well have.
What is this swill you've put in front of me?
And that's the other thing. If she had come with a Pepsi, you would have drank it. You would have never known.
Oh, please.
Then you know you're opening yourself up for trouble when you send anything back.
I'm not sending anything back.
He just said you wanted a different drink. You didn't send it back.
That's not what I said, Tony.
You go into, I say, I'd like a Coke. They say, we only have Pepsi. I said, let's start over, because now you've just turned my world upside down.
All right.
They're going around the table. What do you want to drink? Fan, I'll have a Coke with no ice. Is a Pepsi okay?
No, it isn't.
No.
Yeah, well, that's trouble right there, too, at the same time.
Turn your ringer off, talks a lot. No. And then you have to open the menu back up. Wow, they got lemonade. They got, no, I'm not gonna, yeah. They got about a quarter punch here.
You want a quarter punch?
So you're going to go with Dad's root beer instead. I can't understand it. Because it's the same. And if she brought you Pepsi, you wouldn't suffer. You know what I mean? I'm a picky eater, but that's too much for me.
I'm sorry.
It's too much.
To me, it's an important issue. Tony, seriously.
You got a call, you need to take a step outside.
So I'm sorry, fellas. I'm popular. It's my birthday. Everybody's texting me for my birthday tomorrow.
Happy birthday,
Thanks,
Tony.
guys. I appreciate it. I'm sorry.
I hope this one's your last.
Well, it's really harsh.
Yeah, that's a little...
Well, you got me all heated on this Coke Pepsi debate.
You just shared your girl's cookies with me. Now you're wishing death on me.
What? Don't you ever talk about my girlfriend like that, ever!
She makes good cookies.
She's got great cookies, dude.
She does.
Can't deny it.
Delicious.
All right, move on. You got a story or what?
Yeah, I definitely do.
About the news or something going on in it, not about my girlfriend.
Tasty.
The news?
I'm sorry, what? The,
Still got a radio show for another few minutes.
Jesus.
What about him? Good man.
No, I was thinking about you. They apparently, We all remember James Cameron of Titanic fame.
He directed it.
Yes, and he won an Oscar, right? So
Oh,
he's
yeah.
King of
he
the
did.
World.
I thought that was Leonardo DiCaprio.
Nah, I think it was him. He was very excited. Well, I think Leo said in the movie, and so he was. He's apparently producing or co-producing a documentary that claims they have found the final resting place of Jesus.
Nice. Where was he?
Israel.
All right. Documentary done. What's the point?
Well, the point is that might throw all of Christianity into a little bit of a tizzy.
Are they just being controversial?
Well, yes. I think that saying Jesus did not come back from the dead might be a little controversial.
Jesus DNA samples sitting at the lab so they can just dust off the skeleton and say, "Yep, that's Jesus Christ, all right." Checking your article.
There is DNA testing.
For what?
Jesus, I guess they
What,
had
does the name pop up on a computer screen?
Yes, there's a little vial somewhere that says Jesus on it.
You shake it up and like the fog fades away and you just see, this is Jesus H. Christ.
It gets its own vault, but you better believe it.
I don't understand that. No, I think this is preposterous. There's no way that you can prove that that's Jesus' body. What, are you going to search in Al Capone's tomb next? Is this a Geraldo special? Or James Cameron, he's a big famous guy. He did Aquaman.
Yeah.
And now he's doing documentaries about Jesus' body. Didn't he No, I don't know.
You lost it?
Yeah.
I say for somehow they do prove it.
How could you prove that?
How awkward is Mass next week?
Yeah, you got the Reverend talking about something totally different than what he was talking about. So then after Jesus levitated, he came back down and he was buried by his mother, who also came back down.
Yes.
But she did levitate, but then she came back down. We would have said this before about the coming back down part, but we didn't deem it a necessary detail.
Yes.
Jesus is still just as powerful, but the thing about Jesus being the only body in heaven that's physical body, we were just JKing.
Yes. Very nice man.
Yeah.
Had a lot to offer the world. Just the whole resurrection thing, we were off.
Well, you still got to ask yourself, WWJD, my friend.
Yes.
What would Jesus do?
I know what that stands for.
Be buried.
Yes.
No, there's no possible way that they're going to find Jesus Christ's body. And you cannot prove that that's Jesus' body. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the hoax factor can be quite high on this one.
Really, that's a Fox special. That's the same thing as Al Capone's tomb. It's the same thing as when they uncovered the friggin' Egyptian mummy tombs.
What happened there?
Nothing. They were just like, wow, that's an old tomb. Let's dig it up. It's still old. Just not as much dirt on it. It's just a skeleton. How old is Jesus? He's got to be at least 1,000 years old.
More than that.
I think
Wow.
it's 2007, no?
You think of 2007?
That's what I'm thinking.
Well,
he didn't die. He wasn't a stillborn. He lived for 30 years and did some stuff.
33, right? Didn't he die at 33?
What?
33 he died, right?
Well,
I eat asshole.
All right, thanks, Tony.
Didn't mean to interrupt you there, Tony. Yeah. Well, on the fact that we're leaving on the note that Jesus is just all right with me.
Yes.
Jesus is just all right. Oh, yeah.
Well, from that music, we do know it's time for the Nathaniel and Samuel show to wrap up.
Should we tell them to stay tuned because Big Kev's geek stuff?
Yes.
Coming up next.
Big Kev!
We were kind enough to give him one hell of a lead-in.
Oh, shit, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
This radio show, if this Hugh Pinero, do you want to know the history of this merger before we go? Hugh Pinero is sending out emails last December and saying, we got to merge with XM. How did they get the Dan and Sam show? How did this get under my nose? I'm buying that company.
I think you meant Mel Karmazin.
What did I say?
Hugh Pinero.
Mel Karmazin. I get excited.
Let's rewind. What did he say?
He said, I want Dan and Sam all over the world.
It was a coup.
That's like
regulatory things be damned. We need them on our airwaves.
That's like that Blader thing.
Yeah.
We'll be back in about a month and a half.
Yeah.
So stay tuned if you want, or just go somewhere, go on vacation.
You've got a lot of time to think about what you're going to do.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, Tony.
Thank you, buddy.
Take it easy.
Danny Craig.
Any parting words, Tony?
I eat asshole.
Thank you, Tony.
Danny Craig, you did awesome.
Doug.
Bye.
Everybody.
That was smooth.
The Fan and Sam Show. Radio for gays and straight.